We now get into one Agiye Hall. Freshman wide receiver Agiye Hall, 5-star from the state of Florida, 6'3", 195 pounds. We all know the story. He was one of 4 receivers to sign in this recent class for 2021. Got on the field in the spring game. Dude did some great things. 4 catches for 72 yards. Had people going crazy. A lot of people felt like he should be one of the guys to start at receiver this season, but was not one of the 3 receivers in a starting job. And last week against Mississippi State, Agiye got frustrated. He got really frustrated, and he tweeted out, I'm calling it a quits. And the tweet went everywhere on social media. He would later remove it, but it got big enough to where reporters like myself saw it in the press box, and John Mechie was directed a question after the game on, Agiye Hall and what advice would he give him. And of course, Mechie responded with, I didn't see the tweet yet. I haven't looked at my phone, but if I had to offer him some advice, hey man, be patient. It's a process. Take your time. I didn't start my freshman year. I had to wait my turn, and look at what I'm doing now and things of that nature. And a lot of U.S. fans were kind of worried and kind of concerned, like, are we going to lose Hall? He's such a freak of nature. He's such a big-time talent, 6'3", 195, big body, big catch radius. Look at what he did in the spring game. Are we going to lose this type of talent here too? The transfer portal. Now, thankfully, Saban and older players were able to meet with Hall and kind of get this thing sort of calmed down. And Hall on Monday went to his Instagram and he posted this. He said, "A wise man once told me I have to create value for myself." And we all know that's one of Coach Saban's favorite phrases. Players must create value for themselves. Athletes must create value for themselves and for the team. So just seeing this post he put up on Instagram, it appears that things have calmed down. It appears that things have gotten back gelled. It appears that things have gotten back where they need to be at. And I remember talking with a couple of close sources I know within the program. The word was Hall has calmed down. Does not seem like now he's looking to call it a quits or leave Alabama. It was just some frustration being let out there on his part. And I understand it. I get it. When you're a 5-star athlete, when everybody's pumping you up as a 5-star, when everybody's telling you how good you are, how elite you are, how special you are, how marquee you are, before you get on campus, that's going to get in your head. And that's kind of the curse with social media, if I can say this right here, because people are so prone to what their followers are saying on social media. People are so prone to the perception of themselves that's getting poured out there on social media, to where if it's not on the field or if it's not dominating the way the fans are expecting it to dominate or what is perceived of them to dominate, then you get bothered by, well, I should be out there, or I'm a 5-star, or I'm this, or I'm that. I should be on the field, instead of just doing the necessary things you're supposed to do in practice, what you're supposed to do in the classroom, what you're supposed to do in the film room, what you're supposed to do in taking care of your body and showing the coaches consistently that you are doing those things. That is what puts you on the field. That is what gets the attention of Coach Saban. That is what gets the attention of your position coach. And most importantly, that is what parlays into you getting that playing time you want to get, you want to accomplish and have. So, hopefully the message coming from Coach Saban, the message coming from other guys will sink in where Hall is concerned, because, at the wide receiver position, a lot of guys had to wait their time at Alabama. You just didn't see a lot of those Julio Jones athletes where they started as freshmen and you had to start them as freshmen because they were just that good. Or a guy like a Jalen Waddle who had to start day one as a freshman because he was the human joystick. He was just that good. When you look at guys like Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, Henry Ruggs, and all of these 3 are on the record boards for Alabama. Devontae Smith, the greatest receiver statistically to ever play at Alabama. Heisman Trophy winner. All three of these guys were first-round picks, but all three had to wait their time. They did not really get that big moment until the national championship game against Georgia, 2018 game, off the 2017 season, and that's where Saban rolled the dice game up and threw all the freshmen on the field and said, this better work. And it ended up working with Jerry Jeudy catching passes in that game, Henry Ruggs caught a touchdown pass to start the comeback in that game, and of course Devontae Smith catching the game-winning touchdown pass, 41 yards on 2nd and 26. That helped Alabama win 26-23 in overtime. So those three had to wait their time. You look at a guy like John Mechie, who had to wait his time. He came in 2019 as a four-star. Originally, we grew up in Canada, but came in as a four-star receiver. Didn't play that much his freshman year. He didn't start to pop till last season, and that was in moments against Texas A&M. That was in moments against Tennessee and other moments throughout the season, but he had to wait his time. You look at guys like Calvin Ridley and Amari Cooper. It took injuries to push them out there. If not for the injuries, would they have had to wait their time? Probably so. It took an injury to DeAndre White in 2011, blowing his knee out to put Amari Cooper out there as a freshman, and he had the season that he had, 59 catches, 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns. The same thing with Calvin Ridley. Robert Foster was actually the starter at receiver. What happened to him, unfortunately, tore his rotator cuff week 3 of the 2015 season against Ole Miss, and that propelled Calvin Ridley out there. So it's very rare to see a freshman at Alabama, day one starter, got to put the brother on the field, with the exceptions of Julio Jones and Jalen Waddle. People have to wait their time, or it takes an injury to propel somebody to the forefront. So for Agiye Hall, be patient with it. You know you're good. You know you're good. Saban recruited you for a reason. Be patient with it. Do the necessary things you got to do consistently on the practice field, in the classroom, in the weight room, off the field, and then you will get that time on the field to be special and be dominant. But just good to see that things have started to kind of calm down here where Hall is concerned.